What up, though? Welcome back to Sneakers and Sports. You got your boy KP, Shocker the Chief Rocker. What's up, dog?
Hey man, I'm doing great,
Hey,
except for these Hawks.
hey man, you in the penthouse right now, man. You must be doing great.
I'm
Checks
just
adding up.
chilling,
Checks
man.
on checks on checks.
I'm just chilling, man. You know, you work hard, you go hard. I'm in the Lions Den. I'm trying to be with y'all. I'm trying to be present.
I feel that. We got Dom on the ones and twos, man. What's happening, Dom?
What's going on?
And of course, we got Mike the expert. We still don't know what he's an expert of, but at some point, we're going to figure it out.
Man, you say that every show, and then every show we get on here, I wind up making you look foolish. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to do it again.
Hey, Shocker. Hey, Dom, y'all remember the song Imaginary Player? Only in his mind, dog. That dude straight imaginary player. That's only in his mind. So
Don't
we
nobody
here.
know what you're
You
talking
went
about.
back.
Hey, everybody know Jay-Z imaginary player. You may not know that, but
Man,
we'll
don't
give you a
nobody care
pass
about
on that.
Jay-Z.
It's one of those KP beats that he
Yeah.
loves.
It's a classic.
It's one of them typical KP beats.
Hey, it's a classic, bro. Yo, dog, what's the difference between a 4.0 and a 4.6?
Here we
Mike,
go.
Don't start that
Here
again.
we go.
You said that
Don't
the
start
last
that
show.
again.
Like,
You
come
said
on,
that the
man.
last-
Yeah, like, come on.
So we here to talk about, of course, the Hawks, man. It's looking real ugly out here, so we gonna get into that. We got a lot to talk about, man. And of course, we gotta talk about, it's about time for the NBA to shorten this first round. It's too long, man, in my opinion. But we gonna talk about that as well. We gonna get into some WNBA talk. So we got a lot for y'all, so let's go ahead and jump into this thing. The Hawks are down now 3-2 to the Knicks
Yep.
after being up 2-1. I mean, this is a major kind of shift and implode, and it looks like Cat is killing these boys on the offensive end, on the defensive end. And I don't see these guys adjusting. And you're seeing the Hawks, I think in the first half, only hit like 10 of like 24 three-pointers. Kind of problem with the NBA, man. The three ain't dropping. You got to switch the game up, man. Expert,
It's
what
not.
are you seeing?
Well, I mean, really, the Hawks, the Knicks are the better team.
Yes.
You know, and they made the adjustment. I mean, the Hawks don't have any answer for Karl Anthony Towns. And basically what the Knicks did that was great is Jalen Brunson is kind of playing off the ball a little bit.
Right.
You know, which that's really what
I
helped the
can see
Knicks.
that.
Because now you don't have Jalen Brunson dribble, holding the ball, and Cat is getting involved. So, I mean, the Hawks, now they have to make an adjustment, but I don't think their team is good enough yet
Yeah.
or whatever. So
Not
we'll
yet.
see. They're not good enough yet. You know, they still got a ways to go. I mean, they may not get to the next round.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's nothing wrong with it, KP. We talked about this. Like why Mike Brown was going through, 6'1" Jalen Brunson in the first place made no sense to me. I told y'all last time, the last 2 weeks, like Karl Anthony Towns, I don't think he is that dude, man. He's way bigger than everybody else. And they finally gave him the ball. This is what happened. We're not big enough. And like Mike said, they're young. This is the first iteration for this group. They don't have any playoff experience against these cats. Now, next year, after we get a top 5 pick, hopefully, and we have more experience on our belt, okay. But this year, hey man, the Knicks are showing us. They're saying, welcome to the block, young fella. This is how it's done.
Exactly.
Hey,
Welcome to
Dom,
the
this
block.
look like you ever watched a boxing match and it's going real good in the first and the second round, and then it starts to turn. It's starting to turn.
Yeah.
'cause, I
It's
mean,
It's
the
a
Hawks,
young stuff.
what's his name? Akamu. What, he's like
Yeah.
6'9"?
Yeah,
Cat's over
he's not big
7
enough,
feet,
man.
6'8", something like that. So that's not gonna
Yeah.
get it done.
Yeah. Once
you
Lindell was
can-
done, it
Yeah.
was a wrap, man.
You can tell they really need a big man.
Yeah.
And, saying now that the offense is running through Cat, which they probably, of course they should have been doing that a while ago.
Thank you.
Now it's like, he has the skills to be up on the perimeter and dish the ball, you know what I'm saying? And even when he takes it to the hole, again, they can't stop him.
They can't
Because
stop
they don't
him,
have
man.
anybody to match up with him right now. So it kind of it exposed, I got to give it to Coach Mike Brown. He saw where the hole was in the Atlanta Hawks. He made the adjustments. And of course, their back was to the wall, but so they had to do something.
Right.
But he made the adjustments and he put the offense going through Cat, and they can't stop him. And when they are kind of like getting him in the paint, he's dishing the wide open people who can hit the three. All right. And then
Yeah.
I got to give it up to the Knicks defense. They have been playing better defense as well, especially in this game. I mean, I saw plenty of turnovers by the Hawks where they forced those turnovers and basically got transition buckets off of it. So, I mean, they are the better team, like you guys said. I mean, looks like, the Knicks going to get out of this one. But, hey, Hawks are not done yet. I still think they could probably win game 6, so it'll probably go to a game 7.
Yeah, you got to win game 6, and we got to talk about this. We got to talk about game 3. Game 4. Boosie. Don't do no more trampoline, bro. You was out here looking real bad. You ain't getting nowhere near that rim, bro. Don't ever do that again.
Why does Boosie get crazier every when the playoffs? It's like he knows it's like, dude, he goes to every pretty much every big time regular season game, but all of a sudden the playoffs come, he's like, oh, I'm really gonna dance. I'm really gonna. It's like, come on.
Hey man, you know the name of the game. We all playing it now. Okay, it's clicks and likes. And
hey, he not on Vlad no more, so he need that attention.
Yeah,
but
I guess he's trying
to terrible.
Yeah, well, he found out by being on Vlad and saying ridiculous stuff or saying outrageous things. That's what got him the clicks. That's what got him the money. And now he's bringing it into the basketball thing. I mean, think about it. Nobody looks at Boosie and like, hey, I want to hear your music. I want to hear what you got coming out.
Ooh, you about to have Baton Rouge mad at you, bro.
Man, I don't get that. But no, I'm just saying nobody's looking for him for his music. But I love watching Boosie's interviews. I love watching his energy. When I saw him with Clarissa Shields or whatever, he was playing the little drum thing and doing all that. That's what I want to see with Boosie. Am I checking for him? Yeah, am I checking for another song?
He will show up at a festival and turn it out, dog. Don't sleep, dog.
No,
all you got to do is just
know that.
Songs.
That's that old stuff.
See, that's the difference. I'm talking about him putting out a song.
Right.
I don't care about that.
He done with that.
He goes to a festival or something, whatever, that's different. His classic stuff. But none of these young cats is checking for Boosie as far as his new music coming out. Just like they not checking for 50. Most of them ain't even checking for Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying?
But
that's what it is.
T.I. came and turned one out though.
Yeah,
see, T.I. can do that. I don't think Boosie can do that. I'm just saying.
The album ain't even came out, expert. Dang, dog. Let the album come out first, dog.
I'm just saying.
It's getting played.
Let them know it's super hot in the streets, though.
It's getting played.
Hot.
No, it is. Well, because the radio, they play it every second.
They do play it a lot.
When the song first dropped,
a lot.
When it first dropped,
no challenges and stuff like that.
I understand. I understand that you can put out a nice song too. I'm sure any of them can come out with a nice song. But when I talk to these younger people, nobody, and I say, who you checking for? I have not heard one of them say I'm checking for T.I. I ain't hear no 20, 30-year-olds say I'm checking for T.I. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong.
So who they checking for?
Yeah, who they checking for?
A whole bunch of people that I don't know.
Right.
He can't even name nobody.
Exactly.
I can't. What kind of? Hey, this is like Family Feud, bro. Who did you have?
That's what I was gonna say. NBA Youngboy. That's like one of the main ones.
But point being, T.I. dropped it. It's slamming.
It is.
50 came out with his little response song or whatever. It got trashed by everybody.
That wasn't an actual song.
I'm a hustler, baby. Ain't that right now? He needs to stick to the doggone power songs.
Yeah, right. But that wasn't an actual song or whatever. That's gonna be supposed to be part of one of his little shows that he gonna put out.
I get it, but it was trash. Yeah. That was my point. And if Boosie puts something out, I'm sure it's gonna be trash. So, like you said, I'm checking for Boosie for his interview.
I mean, Boosie actually has a song with BG, and I know y'all don't know about that.
I love BG. Hey, BG.
Hey, y'all remember when this man wanted to go to a BG concert with BG by himself? I was like, no, man. It got to be the other.
I do. Hey, I'm a BG rider.
If BG's gonna do his old hits, why not?
No, man.
I'm with Dom. I'm with Dom.
Hey, as long as he gonna do All on You Volume 2, Chopper City, Chopper City in the Ghetto. I want to hear those type of things.
Okay, if it's gonna be the ticket prices like the Jacksons tour in 1983, if it's gonna be $28, I'm pulling up. Anything over that, I'm out.
It is.
What if it's 50?
Even Juvenile is like 50, dog. They're not expensive.
You gonna pay 50 to see BG by itself? 50?
No, I'm just saying Juvenile is like 50. I'm just saying.
I will.
If it's buy one get 50 free tickets, then I'm in for it. You know.
No. I'm going to the BG concert.
Yeah. Hey, if it's Groupon, you gonna do a Groupon?
Because I know it's gonna be a bunch of real. Me
Like
and Dom going.
Maple House be like 80, and it's like
Nah,
Leela
man.
James and like it's
Nah.
like
Right.
old people.
Right. Stop it, man. You go and see what you want to
The
see.
ticket prices are ridiculous, dog.
Come on.
You can't see nobody
Hey,
for
so
no
Dom, you pulling
$20.
up to see
You see
Adina
cover bands for
Howard.
$20.
You
Thank you.
pulling up
What?
to see Adina Howard basically now. That's what you pulling up to see.
Nah, that's not what Dom's saying. If
I'm
you
not
guys,
saying that.
if
I'm
you,
just saying ticket prices are really high, dog. Like you're not
They
gonna
are.
you're
They
not
are.
gonna be able to see for $20, $30. You're gonna be seeing cover bands. Like
bruh,
$50 is pretty much the
Yeah.
going rate. It's $50
Yo,
and up.
and if you're trying to see Justin Timberlake or somebody else, you're gonna be
That's
paying $720.
it's 200
yo,
up.
You're gonna be paying $720.
To
quick.
see Justin Timberlake, man, get
Real
out of here.
quick.
Yes.
That's the
Real
price.
quick on JT. I don't know if y'all knew this, man. Y'all know JT first album, Cry Me a River, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Did y'all know that Pharrell wrote that whole thing for Michael Jackson and just never got a chance to record it with MJ and then gave it to JT?
Amen.
That's crazy.
Nah.
Could you imagine Michael on them songs?
On
It's
Cry Me a
crazy.
River, I
Wasn't-
can actually imagine it.
Yeah.
And then
it
speaking
wasn't,
on the-
wasn't meant to be.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
speaking of MJ, they still passing out. They still passing out
At the movie theater?
in the movie theater. This man is in the ground. He still got them passing out.
Yeah.
Hey, the movie
Crazy.
was
Yeah.
great. But speaking on the concerts, real quick, I was listening to the radio the other day, and I heard that they had Gina Thompson. They was advertising her as like the headliner for an old school show, and I was like, "Yo, she only got the one song, Missy. What else she
That's
gonna
it.
do? She got
That's
the things you do." And
She
what-
better get tweet.
Mhm.
She better get
Yeah,
tweet.
what
Nelly
we doing
Furtado.
here? Y'all getting out of control with these concerts, man. Well, hopefully the Hawks get it together.
It is.
I just think it's a young team. I see a young team getting taught a lesson, kind of like that
Yeah.
first iteration with Joe Johnson when they played the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? They had to kind of, get their weight up. I do think the Hawks can squeak out one more win, but at the same time, it's kind of like y'all said, man. They just don't have the dogs. They just don't have the dogs, man. And the NBA, the way it's scheduled now, if you're not hitting threes, you're pretty much out of there. And I don't know why teams be like, man, we've shot 70 of them. We only made 5. Take some twos and play defense. But
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the problem is the Hawks have to be making their shots. Like if you look at the Knicks, even if they're off, they're still playing old school type basketball. So
Yeah.
they don't have to be hot from the 3-point line
Right.
to win.
Yes.
The Hawks, it's just a lot of offensive bursts, scoring volatility. They got to shoot a bunch of threes and they got to be making them.
Well, yes.
So
they got to
that's
play
the
damn
thing.
near perfect. You're right.
yeah.
The
And
Knicks
it's,
The other
it's just
issue-
not going to happen.
their role players have not come to play. It's just really been
Their best
CJ
players ain't came to play. Jalen
Yeah.
Johnson.
Jalen
I mean-
Johnson's been shaky. CJ has been, basically the engine. And then Kuminga has done well in the
Yeah.
playoffs. But where's Nikhil at? This has been a horrible playoff for Nikhil Alexander Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
And
theme
he
is
just got the
he's too
most
small.
improved player award.
Yeah,
too.
he did.
Right. But they're too
Just
small.
prove why you shouldn't have traded Luke Kennard. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Luke Kennard would not have made the difference.
Yeah,
He helped
New
the
York
Lakers
is
get up 3.
physical
He helped the Lakers
and
get up
they're
3.
big.
Okay, he helped the Lakers get up to a 3 lead. I mean,
You know what this
In
is
1
like
or
right
2
now?
games.
This is like Georgia versus UAB right now, as far as size. UAB may have
I'll
some
probably say
talent.
Georgia versus Georgia Tech. I'll give them a little bit more
Okay.
weight than that.
Yeah. Okay. The point is, or we could look at, Texas Tech in the playoff game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got talent and they're just young. Now they haven't been here before. You have to take your knocks and you have to learn what playoff basketball is like. The Knicks,
Mhm.
I mean, know a little something. They're not a lot. They know a little bit, but they're built a little bit better than the Hawks are. Just simply put.
I will say this though: if the Hawks get a big man, they need to get
Yes.
an athletic big man
Yes.
that could run and keep the pace, because that is like their, you know what I'm saying? That's basically. I don't want any big man to be slowing the pace up, because I don't think they'll do well. You know what I'm saying? With like a Kendrick Perkins back in the day, or like a Shaq.
Well,
Or
guess
even
who
like
he
a
could've
Gobert.
used?
Or even like a Gobert. They need like Gafford from Dallas. That's the perfect
Yes.
guy for him.
Yeah.
Dude, guess who
Gafford,
would have been the perfect person right now? Clint Capella.
Yeah, but you ran him out of town.
Exactly. But Clint, that's the irony of it. Clint would have been a great body to put on Cat. Just a body, an athletic body that can catch a lob every now and again, but played some defense, because we just can't stop them boys.
Yeah.
Well, talking about what can't stop, we can't stop and won't stop, man. So keep pulling up, like, share, subscribe. First off, we want to hear, do y'all think the Hawks got a chance and what's next season look like for them? So moving right along, let's talk about the NBA and the first round being a 7-game series. To me, this is too much, yo. It's like it starts to turn, you get excited at the beginning and then it turns into a slog, man. It needs to go back to 5 games. 5 games was perfect. And every once in a while, you're going to get an upset. But at the most part, the better team is going to win. You get it out here quick, and then it also helps from an injury standpoint. These guys are playing too many games, and the NBA is being greedy, and then guys get hurt later on in the playoffs when it could have been fresher. I don't know, Dom. I know you feel a little differently. You kind of like this 7-game thing.
I love it. All right. I actually think more playoffs they should have more emphasis on the playoffs than the regular season. Okay. I love, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate the play-in game. The only thing I don't like about the play-in game is the fact that it's trash teams. Isn't it? Like I'm kind of with expert on that. We both know like we're seeing these good playoff, you know what I'm saying, play-in games, but like neither team's gonna really do anything and get, blown away in the playoffs. However, I felt like when a team only had to win 3 games, there were so many upsets. And I just feel like with 4 games, you really give a chance for a team that's better to come back. You see what I'm saying? So like, for instance, you could take this year. Magic would have already won. Like, I know Pistons, their back is to the wall right now, and they have not been playing well. But I wouldn't be shocked if they came back. I really wouldn't.
Oh, it's a 3-1 lead, dog. Come on, man. The Pistons are
Hey,
not
man,
gonna
it's
rattle
1
off.
versus 8.
They're not gonna rattle off 3 wins in a row. Come on, man.
Okay. I mean,
Dom,
all right, we'll see about that.
My only problem, expert, tell me what you think, because I don't know your take on this. Like, why are the 7 and the 8 competing with the 9 and the 10? Like, why? Let the 7 be in, right? Why is the 7 even just have a play-in for that 8 spot? I don't get it. Why are we doing 7 and 8 play-in? It's kind of stupid to me. It's too much.
No, I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. I honestly think that the 7 and 8 shouldn't be in the play-in. Neither one of them should be in the play-in. If you got that 7 spot and you got the 8 spot, you made the playoffs. That's why they need to get rid of that play-in, because now you got trash teams. No, I don't like the play-in because you got trash teams that shouldn't be in the playoffs. If you were supposed to be in the playoffs, you would have got that 7th or 8th spot. I mean, I think they really did this play-in. I know AP's going to say something about me saying something about LeBron, but I really think that they made this play-in thing to help LeBron while he was on the Lakers, because every season, almost every season, he's been in the play-in, and it's helped him out. So I really think that's why they got this play-in. Look at the Blazers.
Hold on. No. We're not going to let that pass. We're not going to let that pass. It has nothing to do with LeBron. Like, dog, it's like, Shock, you know what? He's like, if it rains outside, it's LeBron's fault, man.
Yeah.
If it rains, that's LeBron. Like, come on, man, cut it out.
If it
Were
rains,
you in the play-in this year? Were you in the play-in this year? No. Were you in the play-in last year? No. Were you in the play-in when you won the championship? No.
Listen, KP, if it rains,
yeah, but he was in the play-in what? At least
but
2
if
years.
it rains,
he's been in the play-in a bunch of times.
It was at least
What's
2
a
years.
bunch?
Yeah, he's been in the play-ins 2 times. The play-in
That's not a bunch.
Oh, that's a bunch of
couple.
times. 21 and 2024.
And wasn't one of the play-in games where he was going against Golden State, and it was a highly watched game. Everybody was talking about it.
The point is, he's been in the playoffs, even as a Laker, more times he's been in the play-in. So
that's all right. Well, no, I don't know, because there's been years he didn't even make the playoffs.
They're just really trying to capitalize off of
what is the play-in has nothing to do with LeBron. Come on, man.
Yes, it does.
They did that with the NBA Cup, and they're doing that with the play-in game. They like that single elimination type situation.
Yeah, I just think the play-in is ridiculous, and you're rewarding teams that shouldn't be there. You're rewarding teams that played this whole season and they did a terrible job, and they shouldn't even be able to make the playoffs because they didn't make it to begin with. I just hate the play-in.
Well, we know it's about money. I mean, we know it's about money.
Of course.
The 10 shouldn't even be eligible. The 10 shouldn't even be eligible for the play-in. That doesn't even make any sense. I know they're going to quote the Miami Heat because they went from the play-in to the finals. I get all of that. Yeah, okay, so what? But at the same time, to experts' point, the one thing he is right about, wrong about LeBron, but right about...
I'm right about everything.
That basically... these bottom feeders shouldn't be playing a play-in game, especially if, like you said, Shock, if you're a 7, you did your job.
Yeah,
You know
come
what I'm
on,
saying?
man.
You did. That don't make no
It's
sense,
crazy.
man.
Yeah.
That's crazy work right there. The
Now,
NHL ain't got no play in. No Major League Baseball, they have a one game elimination. It's the two bottom feeders. It ain't like we're gonna take one of these teams
But
that made it and now make
I
them
will say
play.
though, in some scenarios in the NFL, there is essentially a play-in. It's a lot of times it's those division games at the end of the season.
But it's still
That's
a
a right
regular
why they
season
put those
game.
division games. It is a
Yeah.
regular season game, but it's like oh, if X team wins, they're in. If they lose, they could be out. If another team loses too, blah
Right,
blah blah
but
blah blah.
wouldn't it be ridiculous if the NFL added an extra game to see,
Right.
are
It
you really
would.
the best wild
Yeah,
card
no,
team?
no,
No,
no.
Yeah.
you won
Yeah,
the
that would be
wild
stupid.
card. It is what it is.
Because Dom, they still have them rivalries in the NBA at the end. We played Orlando, we played Charlotte, we played all them at the end in the regular season, and then Orlando still had to turn around and play Philly, and it's too much, man.
Yeah.
And no one's checking for it. Like the
yeah,
games
yeah.
aren't even packed, so it's just a money grab. I think Adam Silver's out to lunch on a lot of stuff, and
Facts.
And
make up your mind what you want the NBA to be. Is this a
what,
player-driven league, or is this, you got this stupid lottery foolishness? Come on, man.
I give you one pro for potentially, and just for y'all to think about it. With the play-in though, you kind of have that scenario to where you can control whether or not you play the second highest rated team or the first highest rated team, right? So like
Yeah.
if you don't want to go against OKC, you better
Or
win out
Boston.
to make sure you could play number 2, the San Antonio Spurs, because you feel like you have a better chance and a better route playing the San Antonio Spurs rather than OKC Thunder. You see what I'm
But it
saying?
also is
So
showing
like,
that this is why it shouldn't be 7 games. You just played 2 play-in games. Now you're playing a 7-game series against a fresh Spurs team. That's a huge disadvantage.
it should
That's
be a
crazy.
disadvantage. You came in, you didn't have the record though. Like they're giving the
Right.
advantage to the people who had the best records
That's
in
too
the
much of an
regular
advantage
season,
to the
though.
team that got the rest, man. That's way too
Yeah.
much.
Well, I don't think it should be a 7-game. The first round shouldn't be a 7-game series. And the reason why I think it shouldn't be, why it should be 5, because with 5 games, you're gonna increase urgency. So every
Mhm.
game is gonna matter. And you're gonna create more upsets and more viral moments, because you're gonna have teams like you'll have a team that's doing good all year, but that
Right.
moment, that series right there, the other team is more prepared for that series, and they went out in that 5-game series. But if you give a team that's great like the Thunder, and you give against any team that's barely making the playoffs, and you put them in a 7-game series, no matter how good that team does or whatever, eventually the Thunder and it giving them a more of a chance to win, they're going to wind up winning that series. But if you take it to 5 games, there's more of a potential for an upset. So
See, and I don't like the upset portion. I don't want Dikembe Mutombo crying with the ball in his hand,
Why? That
beating
was
the number 1
great.
seed team. I don't want that. I want the teams that are really good to get through there. And I feel like
Okay.
when they have 4 games to do, the best team wins in that scenario. Not no fluke. We just got blown out in the first game, and now our backs are to the
they're
wall.
going to
And
play
now you're
harder.
gonna lose 2.
But
Yeah.
Mutombo's thing wasn't a fluke, though. They were the better team. They played defense much better than Seattle Supersonics. And on top of all that, they basically shut down the Peyton Kemp lob. That's all they had going for them. And Robert Pack
They
did
were
his
a trash
job. Mark
offensive
Moore got
team.
crazy. No, they
They were not.
weren't.
They weren't all. Dog.
And here's the thing: if you don't like the upset, then you didn't like the Houston Rockets winning. They were the first 6 seed to
Yeah.
win a world
Yeah.
championship.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, I don't think there are flukes when you have series that get to at least 5 games. They can't.
Right. It's not a
can't
one
be
and
a
done.
fluke. Right.
Yeah.
You've got that's strategy at that point. The 5-game series to me is the ideal series, because there are no chances for there's no chance for lackadaisical or just we'll get them next time. Nah, you
Exactly.
can't do that.
So wait a
You
minute.
enact
So
the
I don't
strategy.
understand. So y'all are just not entertained by the
I'm not.
4 games?
It's
Is that what it
boring.
is?
It gets boring. It's too long.
No. I was not entertained by Orlando,
So
Detroit.
you're saying because when you get in the later rounds, it's better teams going against the better teams.
There you go.
Exactly.
Guess
The
what
first
else? Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, the first round, you automatically already know what's going to happen because it's a 7-game series. So you know that the best team
Yeah.
is going to win, and they don't have to play hard every single game. They can take some games off. In a best of 5, they have to play hard from the
Thank you.
beginning, or they can wind up losing that series. So,
Or
I'm
if you have if you're deep enough, you can just, if you're smart, you can play a strategy and just play your players where they need to be. But you got to have that type of team, right? So it's like, I like the 5-game series a lot.
I mean, but the Hawks and the Knicks are entertaining. Would you agree? That
Yes,
series
I
is
do.
entertaining.
That's an
You also
entertaining
agree
series.
that the Nuggets and
That's an
the
entertaining
Timberwolves
series.
are an entertaining series.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but I'm ready for it to be over now.
I'm
I'm
okay.
ready
That's
for
an
it to be over.
entertaining series.
and
Even
then
with the injuries, it's entertaining
yeah,
because
and
they
then
don't like each
Anthony
other.
Edwards is not even playing.
Yeah, I mean, now
That's
I can't
unfortunate.
help injuries though. That's you know,
That's
you
why
can't
we
help
need this shorter
injuries.
series, because here's the thing. The 5-game series gave you the shot. You know, that came from a game 5, right? There's no shot without that. That was a game 5 to put the Bulls ahead. And they were not the higher seed. The Cavs, on paper, were the better team and has swept them all season.
Here we go.
So you don't get the shot without that. There's a bunch of moments that you get throughout NBA history. Plus, if we go to a 5-game series, maybe Kevin Durant don't blow his Achilles out and Kawhi don't have no ring.
Okay.
Because you got to play all them damn
This
games.
is super speculation, dog. This is all
But
speculation.
at the end of the day, it starts to get boring. Even if it's a team that you enjoy the series, it starts to get boring. You increase the chance of injury, and it waters the whole thing down.
Yeah.
Let's have a
I just
sense
think
of
it's so
urgency.
unnecessary. Is all this really necessary? I mean, is it
see,
necessary?
I actually, I would actually look at the backside. The finals shouldn't be spread out as much as it is. I think that's
agree.
ridiculous. Like, I don't want to. You don't play Thursday, then Sunday, then you got to have
It
another
takes a
game
month
on
for it to
Wednesday.
get over with.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
You know
is
what?
that? Like,
I
that
It
is
takes
hate
like
the
a month
NBA,
for the
man.
finals to end.
I hate the
That's
NBA.
ridiculous.
It's not fantastic, man. I don't
Yeah,
like
no,
the NBA.
Yeah, the NBA is not what it used to be, and the thing about it, there's no like, you have different stars, right? But there's
Mhm.
no ultimate stars. So when
Nope.
you get to the finals, there's really nobody there that you really want to see. So you got 2 teams that you're not really excited about seeing playing a 7-game series, and that's why the ratings have been going down. I mean, even the OKC Thunder, you know, nobody's just excited about seeing them. Shea
No, they're not.
Gilgeous-Alexander is a superstar in the league, but he's not that superstar face. You know, he's not the Michael Jordan. He doesn't. Yeah, exactly. He's not an
He's
exciting
not.
draw. So I mean, we don't really have that. The closest to that is Anthony Edwards, but
I mean, Wemby.
And you got Wemby coming up. You got
Yeah,
Wemby.
Wemby's gonna be
He-
that, man.
but see, that's what you say. He's going to be that. He's not
Yeah, he's
that
gonna be that.
now.
Yeah.
Right.
And I mean, even if the Spurs make it to the finals this season, it's not like, it's not like everybody's just like, oh man, I got to see Wemby. You know, it's not like the
Well,
Michael Jordan when you
I don't know
saw
if he
that.
make it to the
I'm telling
finals.
you,
I think that would be pretty exciting, dog. I think
I'm
so.
gonna
Wemby-
wanna see
I
it.
think
Wemby-
everybody would be pretty excited if he made it to the finals.
He-
That's the thing, though.
Against who?
Were you ever excited to see Tim Duncan
right.
in the finals? Were you excited to see Karl Malone in the
He's
finals?
better than Tim
Uh-uh.
Duncan, dog. I'm
But
sorry.
it's the style. Mike's right. Styles make fights. It's the style of play. It's not exciting.
Yeah,
He's
Mike's
a great
right.
I
player.
actually
Mike's
think
right.
the
Don't take
Spurs are an
nothing away
exciting
from 'em.
team. I think
No,
they're an
they're not.
exciting
are.
team, dog.
They
It's
are.
a center it's a center and 6 point guards, man.
So-
that is not exciting.
Yeah, it's
So tell me
exciting to
this.
me.
Look,
I'm sorry.
let me tell you something. Okay, look at this, Dom. So if, let's say, the Spurs make it to the finals, right? And let's say the Hawks overcome the Knicks and they keep going and they make it to the finals or whatever.
Not the
Is
Hawks.
that no? But no, listen,
I know what
listen.
he's trying to get to.
Exactly. So they get there.
No,
And
I
you said not the Hawks. Now think about this. Let's say the Bulls were still playing, right? And they made it to the final. And they were in the Western Conference. Let's say they're in the Western Conference. And they made it to the finals. And then this same Hawks team made it to the finals. You would still be excited because you got Michael Jordan there.
I would.
You got the start. Yeah, you would. But you're
I
not
would.
going to be excited about Wemby going against them because Wemby's not that guy yet.
I would like
Exactly.
to see Wemby versus Celtics. I would be excited about that. Wemby Celtics.
Yeah, but it's got to be a specific team. But if you had Magic Johnson and the Lakers playing or whatever, it wouldn't matter which team went up there.
He's
right
You're
about
going to
that.
be
Or like,
excited to see it.
when Akeem
You
made
know what
it,
I'm
you were
saying?
excited because you want to see who he gonna put that dream shake on. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Even the
different
Knicks, who
No,
were
man.
not a finesse team, you were excited because they played hard, and you knew it was going to play hard every game and leave
Disagree,
everything on the
man. I'm
floor.
excited to see Wemby. I'm excited about
So-
Wemby, dog.
But you're
He's
not
like a
you're
excited
new-
excited about
him?
all these first round series. You're excited about all these first round series. You're just loving all
I mean,
of them.
I think they're like the Blazers are over, man. Like they're not even
Thank
close.
you. No, that's not
Okay,
exciting. I'm ready for it to be over.
Yeah.
I didn't say that,
But
but there are specific series that are exciting, and I just named them.
So you're loving
Yeah.
the Pistons right
No.
now. You're loving the Pistons and Magic.
No.
You're excited about the way they play basketball.
No.
No,
No,
not
that
really.
no, that's not it.
I mean,
nobody's
okay.
excited about
I'll
that.
tell you one thing. That dunk was the best dunk in the playoffs. I mean, I'm just saying.
And again,
I
watered
don't.
down. Nowhere near Scotty dunking on Patrick Ewing and pushing him down. Come on. man.
Oh my God, y'all are like so much old get off my lawn dudes. Like,
Okay,
come
man.
on,
How about this?
2026,
We are.
dog. Like,
Are you excited about the
golly.
Celtics series? Are you enjoying that series? The Celtics? You having fun watching
No,
that?
not really. Even though
Again,
the Sixers
another
beat
reason
them
it should be
tonight.
5 games.
Sixers beat them tonight.
So Dom, what it sounds like you're saying, because we're old fogies about this old stuff, whatever. What it sounds like you're saying is that because the way that they're playing in 2026, we should accept mediocre play.
I didn't say accept it. I didn't say
It's
accept
basically what
it.
you're saying. Come on, you're old fogies. You should get
Well-
with this
well, Mike-
2026. That dunk is incredible. No, it's not.
So
It's
there
okay.
are a lot
You
of
know what I'm
people.
saying?
There are
So
a
it
lot
wasn't
of
a nice
people
dunk.
that
Go
are
ahead,
like
Sean.
Dom. though.
It was cool.
There are a lot of people that think the NBA. They're saying that us old guys are poo-pooing on the new NBA.
Yeah.
And they're saying, I mean, there's a lot of people that agree with Dom. I don't
Yeah.
agree with it because number one, the stuff we talked about, the 7-game stuff, but number two, like it's like they take us for granted.
There you go.
They take the eyeballs and the viewership for granted because they're saying this is our time. It's April. It's NBA playoffs. You know, you're competing with NA, but that's the thing. You got NHL playoffs, which I'm sorry to say, people are finding that exciting because
It's more exciting.
yeah, and then Major League Baseball is back. It's not the boring Major League Baseball from before. The games are shorter. They're finally marketing the players the way they should be. You got Dodgers, you got Yankees, you got Braves, you got I'm just saying the NBA is taking us for granted by
I
not
agree.
finding ways to make this league innovative. And Adam Silver needs to wake up, man.
Bro, we
That's
have
my
a
point.
mid-season championship that means nothing.
Come on,
We
man.
have
What are you
a summer
doing?
league championship that means nothing. We have
What are you
playing
doing?
games that are
I don't really watch
boring.
none of that.
But it
Mhm.
happens.
Just
And
look.
on top of that, now the first round is on Amazon. I don't want to watch it.
I agree
And
with
the commentators are
you there.
horrible.
I agree with you in the Amazon thing. I'm there with you. I'm just like, look, I get it. It's not the 90s. I'll acknowledge that. I get it. It's not. It's not. Okay, it's just not. But
not.
it's still NBA playoffs. And I still want my NBA playoffs in May.
And guess
That's
what else
when
is
I
missing from the
really
NBA
are super
playoffs?
into that.
You know why the NBA playoffs was also popular in the past? Let's take the players out of it. Let's take the legends out of it. It's because it was accessible to everybody. That's why people talked about it. It is not accessible to everybody. That's
true.
why smaller and smaller groups are talking about the
It wasn't even
playoffs.
it was on the basic cable
It was
networks.
on
It wasn't even
regular TV. It's hurting the brand.
Well, and again, all the over analysis, you know what I mean?
Right.
We got
the
an
thing is,
expert
too,
on our
shooting-
panel.
The thing is too,
but-
you say that it was accessible to everybody, but now people are not watching it on the TV like y'all like we used to back in the 90s.
They're
They're
watching
watching
on
it on your
phones
phone.
and the iPads. I
Okay,
get
they're
it.
But you
watching
should
on, like,
need
these are the
7
type of things,
subscriptions to
like-
watch the playoffs. You don't
Yeah.
need 10 subscriptions. If I want to
Yeah.
watch the
And people are
NFL
getting money
playoffs, guess
hungry,
what I
man.
do? I turn
Amazon-
on Fox.
Dog.
If I want to watch
Yeah.
NFL playoffs, what I do? I turn on Fox and CBS, and I can see all of it.
Well, you
Bezos
always can
backed
do.
up the Brink truck, dog. Money talks. Money
Expert.
talks.
Tell me if
Mhm.
you agree with this. You can always do the bar check, man. If the sports bar, if it's fall, I'm
Mhm.
sorry, not fall. If it's January in a sports bar, it's gonna be packed because it's NFL Sunday. It's playoff time.
Correct.
There's I don't care what team. It can be, it can be the Cucamonga, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
If it's an NFL playoff game, it's gonna be packed.
But
Facts.
I'm
the
just saying.
NFL is doing the same thing though. They have
No.
games on Prime.
But
They
hold
have
on,
games on Netflix. Like
Not playoff games. Not playoff
Peacock,
games. Me,
they had
you, and
games on
Blake.
Peacock.
Hold on.
They had playoff games on Peacock.
Did me, you, and Blake not go to a bar to watch the Packers and the Bears,
Bro,
and neither one of us
Bears.
were a fan of either team, and it was an
Wait a
amazing
minute.
game.
Was, but dawg, I'm telling you, they had open
Was the
like the
bar
wild
full?
card. The wild card thing was on Peacock. Do y'all remember that?
And it was
on
also
There was
on
a wild card game
NBC.
on
And it was
Peacock.
also on NBC.
No, it was only on Peacock. It was only on Peacock. I'm telling you.
Here's the other thing, expert. How about we leave with this? You know what else is missing from the playoffs?
What's that?
They don't even have the playoffs on the doggone floor. Remember that? Used to say the year and the playoffs. It's not. Come on, man. It don't even. That's the other thing too. It don't even look different from the regular season. The finals don't even look different. It looks like a regular season game.
Yeah, I think for the major NBA heads and stuff like that, that's probably important. But I mean, I think they would be able to overcome that if the game was better. If the game was better, if it wasn't just to run up and down and shoot threes the whole time, I think it would be a whole lot better. And I'm not trying to say that the game needs to be like the 90s. I'm not saying anything like that. I mean, shoot, when 2000 hit, they were still playing defense.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just now they think, just like the All-Star games, how they had let that get how it was, and they kept saying the whole time, no, this is what people want to see. This is what
No.
people want to see. They want to see the dunks and all that. No, they want to see it. They want to, if you do a dunk and you dunk on somebody or anything like that, they want to see the difficulty. How did you dunk on this guy? They don't want to see you a guy moving out the way and you just dunking, no defense or whatever. They want to see something, antagonist. They want to see something going on. The NBA right now is just too free flowing. You got Karl Anthony Towns, he runs like he's getting to the hole so easy from the 3-point line, dribbling down to the hole, barely moving. The guy is so slow, but he's going in there doing finger roll layups, just going to the hole from the 3-point line with nobody contesting them whatsoever. I don't care how good you are. That shouldn't be happening, especially if you're slow. I'm faster than Karl Anthony Towns. I'm like, come on, man. It's just crazy. There's no defense whatsoever.
This is the other problem too, man. It's hard to watch a game where a team goes 13 for 70 on threes. That's hard to watch. And guess what? Threes are nice, but regular people can hit threes. It's more exciting to see somebody get dunked on because everybody can't even do that. Some people go their whole life and never dunked a basketball. You know what I'm saying? It's way more exciting to watch that.
It's not played above the rim. It's a different game. Like, there's a component. The refs are messing with the game.
Yeah,
Y'all
the refs
feel
are.
it.
Yeah.
Well, that's why people don't like thing with Shea, because they feel like he gets majority of his points off of fouls
free throws, man.
Yeah.
Like,
we had a playoff game yesterday where the refs missed 9 calls in the last 2 minutes. That's unacceptable, bro.
Yeah, in the words of the great Randy Jackson, man, it's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, the problem. Yeah.
No.
So you're not watching, Shaka. You're not watching the NBA playoffs.
I'm watching.
You're doing something else.
I'm watching. I'm just saying.
Y'all still watching. Y'all still watching.
You don't like it though. You're
I'm not
watching
watching everything. I'm not watching everything. Right. I prioritize, Dom.
Okay.
Yeah. We're watching because we got to come back and talk about it.
That's
so we
right.
got to watch it. But the biggest thing, and I think you guys mentioned this or whatever. The biggest thing is these guys are doing things that the average person can do. A long time ago, you were saying like, man, how is he scoring over this big old giant guy? Or how is he doing this? Or how is he doing that? Look, I played basketball in high school for a little bit, right? You know what I'm saying?
Man, put some respect on your name. You could play.
Yeah.
No, listen, I'm not on the level of these NBA players. I played for a little bit, but if you put me on the floor and you give me open 3-pointers and I can shoot 20 of them or whatever, I might hit in an NBA game. I might hit 6 or 7 of them because nobody's guarding me. If you're not going to guard me, then I'm going to look like I'm a good NBA player.
Yeah.
People watching it like me shouldn't think, oh, man, I know I can get on there and do that against these NBA players or whatever. Cause I'm like, nobody's guarding anybody. Now, if you want me to go to the hole on, that ain't happening. If I can stand there and just shoot.
He out there with a flat tire.
But if you're gonna leave me open, just shooting open threes, I can get on the court right now and shoot a whole bunch of open threes and make them. That doesn't make me. It's just
It's
There's
skill versus
Yeah.
athleticism. It's like the whole
Facts.
Stephen A. type conversation. You know what I mean? What's a sport? Like the NBA is turning into skill. You could be Dwight Howard and work on your 3-point shot
Yeah.
and raise your
Yeah.
average.
My
You know what I
gosh,
mean?
yo.
It's
That would
just
be the
crazy.
worst to see
It's
Dwight
crazy.
Howard shooting threes. Oh,
Dude,
man.
Andre Drummond is shooting threes.
Exactly.
That's even worse.
That's your favorite guy to talk about shooting threes.
Yeah, because I couldn't believe, and I'm
Really?
seeing him shoot threes. I'm like,
Really,
this is crazy.
Big O from the Hawks should not be shooting threes. He's not a 3-point shooter.
Onyeka.
He was better when he was a rim runner. He's not a 3-point shooter. But you know what is better, man? Everybody that comments, man. So we got to shout out somebody. I told the guy we shot him out, so I appreciate you. Emmett Haskins, we appreciate your comment, man. Wanted to
Thank
shout
you,
you out. I
Emmett.
told you that. He said, very well made content, loved every second of it. So we just appreciate that. Wanted to shout you out
Thank
on
you,
the show,
Emmett.
man. Big time,
Yeah,
man.
we appreciate that. We appreciate.
So let's get into this thing, man. So we talked a lot of NBA, and real quick, I'm just gonna bring this up just real quick. We're not gonna get into it, but the Nuggets, the reason they're in trouble, y'all traded Porter, and you shouldn't have. Because Cam right now is a disaster. The guy is averaging 10 points a game. He's shooting below 50% from the field and shooting 24% from three. That was nasty work. I just had to call the nasty work out real quick before they get eliminated. So hopefully the Timberwolves go on and get them up out of there.
Now that
without AE, they're in
though,
trouble.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
Yeah, and they have a lot of lack of bench production. I mean, their bench is not doing anything. I mean, they look fatigued.
Yeah,
honestly,
you know,
they
it's
don't
just
look
crazy.
like the same coach team as when Mike Malone was there.
I said that before
Yeah.
on the last episode. It should not got rid of Mike Malone. That was nasty work. Now he's at UNC. That was a bad idea. And
Yeah, I
how
mean,
you
they
get rid of
got
the same team.
yeah, I mean, they got role players dropping 40 points on them. I mean, that's just
right.
It's just crazy. It just doesn't make any sense. That means their defense is not doing what it's supposed to do. It's a lack of defense again. So it's just they're just declining structurally. So it is what it is.
If it wasn't for the injuries, Ant-Man and DiVincenzo, Timberwolves would have taken them out.
It'd have been done by now. Mm-hmm. You know what's not done? The WNBA starting to cook, man. Of course, we already had talked about on the podcast, Andrew Reese. A shout out to ATL Barbie, no longer Bayou Barbie. Now ATL Barbie joining the Atlanta Dream.
Bayou Barbie.
She was Bayou Barbie.
She's still LSU. She's still an alumni of LSU. She still got a ring from LSU.
What is she now?
What is she now?
Come on now.
What did she say?
She can have two names, you know. She can be ATL and Bayou Barbie.
Come
on now. Put some respect on her winning.
Barbie, we're gonna call her ATL
winning a ring with the LSU Tigers. Put some respect on it, dog.
Well, you call her Bayou Barbie. She said call her ATL Barbie, so I'm gonna call her
exactly.
ATL
I'm gonna call her what she said to call her. Exactly.
That's all marketing.
I'm gonna put some respect on her name and call her what she wants to be called.
I'm gonna call her Clay. I'm gonna call her Clay.
She want that lemon pepper wing deal. That's what she want. That's why she doing that.
We talking about deals, man. Of course, the league is on fire. You got Caitlin Clark telling people, I don't care what's going on. I'm going to bring the ball up no matter what. Sounding a little selfish at this point. So we got that going on. And, of course, Paige Bueckers and AZ. So the Dallas Wings had media day, and we had an off-deck reporter ask Paige Bueckers about her relationship with AZ. I think that's nasty work. You would not ask a man about his relationship. Why would you do that? Plus, the players have been dating, and for years. The league's been around over 20 years now. We have some players currently that are married, some that are engaged. I'm going to throw it to you. We talked about this. It was nasty work. What I saw, what did you see, man? This is just kind of wild work to me.
Here's the thing. I'm going to be honest. Like, it was a question that it sparked my interest because of the fact that I was like, you know what? When I thought about it, I was like, there are a lot of, in regards to corporate offices, there are rules against dating your coworker. And there's plenty of corporate, companies that have that rule. And from what I'm thinking, the reason why they have that rule is they don't want any relationship drama going on in the offices, right? So I'm comparing that to the WNBA. But of course, after we did our research, there are some relationships. I just did not know that there are people on the same team that had relationships or got married. So, hey, if it's worked in the past and there's been no problem there, but it's like when he said that question, it just sparked my interest in regards to, you know what? Dang, we can't, there's a lot of of our jobs, we can't date our coworkers.
Well, that depends on where you work. Me and Shaka worked at an organization where there were people that were married and dating, and everybody knew it. They like worked across the hall from each other, worked upstairs from each other. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at
Yeah.
a professional sports environment, that's also a place where if you got an issue with a coworker, you can go get 5 minutes if you work in the NFL or the NBA or any other place and not get fired.
All
If
right,
you don't
KP
do that
though.
at your corporate job, they're gonna tell you where the door is at. Again,
KP.
exception to the
Now
rule.
haven't you seen an incident where somebody was dating somebody at, hey, I'm not gonna say the job, but in your
No
past,
names,
in your
please. No names,
no
please.
names, please, to where somebody came to the job and got 5 minutes with that
Yeah, that
coworker.
happened, but that
Okay,
wasn't
okay.
okay. So yes, Shaka and I worked at an organization, no names, please, where somebody was cheating. Two people were cheating together. They were married, and the lady's husband came up and gave homeboy the business, and it took less than 5 minutes for it to be over. So that has happened. Me and Shaka also worked at an organization where you could go behind closed doors and get 5 minutes and then go back to your desk. Am I telling the truth, Shaka? Did we not work at a place that allowed that type of foolishness?
Hey, I listen, man. Yeah, but the point is
How
that
does that help company culture though?
Hey,
no,
how about this? Hold on, before you go, Shaka can tell you this too. This same organization, we saw a guy get fired 2 times for fraternizing with ladies at work.
I'm staying away. I'm staying away. I'm not talking no shop talk. But the WNBA is in the limelight now. It's got more shine. It's got more spotlight. And to be honest, like if you're an outfit that likes to dabble in this chicanery, you're gonna ask the question because it's gonna spark like everybody likes to spark content and conversation. That's what everything's about now. There's more off the court. There's the same level off of the court as there is on the court. And that's just the way, that's just life now. That's just life, man. Everybody's
Yeah.
got an opinion. I mean, we talked about it earlier. There's Clay and Meg. That's going to go on for how long? You know what I mean? Who knows how long that's going to go on? But something that trip, they weren't even married. They was just dating for how long? Like a few months. And
Yeah.
boom,
Yeah, but
they
they were hot
break
and
up.
heavy though in the street.
Right.
They was
And
hot
now
and
they
heavy in the
coming for
public.
Clay.
Yeah.
All
they
the
were.
Mega Knights are coming for Clay. I mean, good gracious, man. The
Hey,
little
I like what you
stallions.
said. Chicanery.
Yeah, this
Expert.
is
Chicanery.
chicanery.
Expert. Why did this reporter turn himself into a chatty patty with this crazy question? In your opinion, was that the chatty patty question?
Yeah, I mean, of course it was a chatty patty question, but the reporter may not have known, just like Dom didn't know that other people have been married and have relationships on other teams and stuff.
Don't
That
do Dom
reporter,
like that.
yeah, I mean, Dom just said that,
I
so
did say that, but I looked it
yeah,
up first before I said it on here.
yeah, but you didn't know, and now
No, I
you
didn't
know.
know.
And the reporter, like I said, may not have known that, and may been looking for, maybe a dramatized question or something that they, can
Clickbait.
bring up. Yeah, clickbait,
Okay.
click
Let
stuff type questions and stuff like that.
And just like you said, it's clickbait though. I mean, the NBA is not the NBA. It's not like the professional leagues in regards to the men, right? So these are two superstars. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the realization is that this will bring eyes to the sport. It will bring in some people that love the chatty patty juicy stories to be like, I want to see how this
Yeah,
works. Oh, look
well,
But
at
they're
that's
gonna
them.
be because it's not
it's
gonna happen.
Yeah,
yeah.
Paige shut it down.
It's not, and it's not a juicy story because it happens a lot. It's just a juicy story to somebody like you who doesn't
Here's the
know
thing
that this has
though.
been happening.
Wait a minute though. Wait a minute.
Wow.
Don't act like don't act like there's not, we don't live in this TMZ environment though.
We do.
Like when it comes to off the court, they are gonna have the cameras on them. So
They
like,
are.
yeah, okay. So if they're dating, like they're gonna say after the win, the great win against the Fever, here goes Paige and AZ going to the movies
Yeah.
to see Michael.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
not gonna be walking around off the court holding hands, man. They're professionals.
No,
And
they are
No,
professionals.
but the
Paige said
cameras are
that.
gonna be on them. They're gonna
Right.
show them when they go to Nobu. They're gonna show them like it's a
Dom is
story
right,
that
man.
yeah.
But
Dom
but
is right.
Dom, no, but I don't think anybody really cares too much about the fact that they have a relationship or
Yeah.
whatever. I think that so no, so people cared about Klay Thompson and Meg or whatever. That was a little something there or whatever. And then they break up and all that. If Paige and this girl break up or whatever, and it doesn't affect the team, I don't think anybody's really gonna care. But
Well,
there's been
it's gonna be a
multiple
story.
people.
It might not affect the team, but it's gonna be a
It's gonna
story
be
because
a,
they're both superstars.
Well, hold on. Part of the reason, to Expert's point, I'm gonna get back to him. Part of the reason that the thing with Meg and Clay was a story because they're not. He's an athlete and she's an entertainer.
Exactly.
But
Paige
this
and
is
AZ are
athlete on
two.
athlete.
yeah. But
I
what?
mean,
Go ahead, Expert. Go ahead.
Look,
Yeah, go
look,
ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
this is like Shohei Ohtani dating Mike Trout. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
but
I'm just saying.
Dom, Clay and Meg were all over the internet, lovey-dovey, doing all these clips and posts and everything. I saw it every day.
Yeah,
That's
America's
different.
favorite couple.
Yeah, so that's gonna be big. These two don't even talk about it. They're not doing clips. They're not talking about it.
That's true.
It's not a thing. Nobody cares. But the only person I think that would really care about this, about those two being together, that I've ever heard like just continuously talk about it, is you. Anybody else is not gonna care. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do Dom
Nobody
like
else is
that.
gonna
It
care.
wouldn't be a story that is clearly a trending topic. Let's not act like
It
it's
is.
just me. It is a trending topic right
You
now.
and the reporter.
It's a trending topic to the
no.
uninitiated.
You're not gonna do me like that. No,
That's
no.
right.
It is a
That's right.
trending topic, bro.
It
Like,
is
let's
a
not
trending
All right,
go
hold
topic.
on,
there.
hold on.
Listen,
You brought
what-
up the corporate environment. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna throw it to you. You brought the corporate environment. Shaka, you're a former college
Here we go.
athlete.
Here we
Okay,
go.
let's start there. The rules
I
are
got a story
different
for you.
than corporate. In college and in pros, you can gamble on the plane. I got some friends that play in the league that tell me, yo, man, dude lost 20,000 on one hand. You cannot gamble at work $1,000. You're gonna get fired. You can't be shooting dice at work. You can do that in the league.
Well, you can.
You know what I'm
There's some
saying?
jobs you can.
You
but-
don't get caught.
There
Listen,
you
man.
go.
So as far as like the pettiness and the lack of moral fiber for some of these outfits. So I saw earlier today and everybody jumped on it immediately and denounced it. But TMZ was over there filming Vrabel's wife shopping,
you go.
just following her, right?
There
She's
you
not
go.
a story. This is
No.
between Rossini and Vrabel. And they over there following this woman. And it's
Yep.
disgusting. But
Facts.
people like TMZ and this reporter and others are willing to do whatever they can for the clicks. So I definitely can see a situation where someone's following Paige and what's her name to get the clicks, man. Just to
can't
have
get-
something.
You can't compare the two because one's a scandal and the other's not.
All right, let me give you another
That's a
example.
good.
That's
know what I'm
true.
saying?
That's true because one is
Yeah.
an infidelity.
Let me give you
and
another
that's no
example, Dan.
infidelity.
Exactly.
And I know
That's
you're going to
two
say
different
that's
things.
not athlete on athlete, but look how they ran so much this story into the ground with Taylor Swift and Kelsey. And they kept showing Taylor Swift in the box. And like that 1 year where it was like, I was like, okay, we get it. And then the news outlets were talking about it. Then like people that don't even talk about NFL football, we're talking about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey. Now I know Taylor Swift is a huge superstar.
She is.
I get that.
And she's not an athlete, but go ahead.
She's not an athlete, but we're talking about the last 2 #1 draft picks in the WNBA who are dating. That's why I'm
Yeah.
saying this is
So,
like,
to Expert's point, the reason it's not a story, if they break up, they don't have to see each other ever again. Just like Cardi B and Stephon Diggs. It's not going to do anything to the locker room. It's not a distraction. Okay? So it has no relevance. And to Expert's point, the other part that you bring up with Rossini, you want to bring her up, you want to bring up anybody else that has these scandals, Ime Udoka, these are all infidelity scandals. We're talking about two people who are in a committed relationship. They are not making
we
a
don't
problem of
know.
it. It
We
hasn't
don't know
been a
what their
problem.
relationship is.
no,
Okay.
they
What we know-
admitted it. They said it before the
Yeah.
draft. They like when she was in college, said they were together. They
In
were
college.
public with it.
So
Yeah.
they've already been teammates before at UConn and did not cause a
True.
problem. Won a championship. So
Yeah.
I don't see what's going to be different. It's a non-starter. It's only salacious or a story to people that don't know this has
Guess what?
already
though?
happened.
But it
And then
could. I don't know, man. Look. TMZ, just like you saying, if she's now going out and she's at the Dodgers game with another girl who's not Paige,
Yeah, that would right. That
But
would
look, yeah, maybe so. Something like that happened, but that's not what we're talking about. They're just talking
Yeah,
about
well,
these two being together right now, and it really means nothing. The other thing, and I hate to bring it up like this, but I mean, in the past, when people looked at WNBA players or whatever, or women's basketball players, period, or whatever, they always they the thing about them was, oh, they're lesbians, they're this. Not saying that they are, but people say that, oh, they're lesbians.
Assumption.
Yeah, it's assumption. So those two being together is already expected. Now, if it was LeBron James and Kennard or something like that, that's not expected. So that would be,
Allegedly.
why
Why
you
he
gonna put
gotta
him with
put
Kennard?
why he gotta put LeBron in
Why
this,
y'all put him
man?
with the
It all
Kennard?
goes
no,
back to
this
LeBron.
man
Oh
continued to
my
take
God,
shots at
bro.
LeBron any means necessary. Like,
You know what I'm
why
saying?
Always
no?
shot at LeBron and Michael
It's
Penix
it's it's
all the
people like
time.
Mike.
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm sorry.
reporters like Mike.
No,
Jocko, what's wrong with this guy?
LeBron and
but for real.
Kennard.
What's
But
wrong with
look,
this
but
man?
look, but there's a
It's the
point to it.
reporters like Mike.
If it was somebody in the NBA like that or whatever, then it'd be a big story. But in the WNBA, because of the assumption about them, it's already expected anyways. That's why it's not a big story. Nobody really cares. Or too many people even reporting on it because nobody cares. It's already expected. The
And
assumption is
again,
there.
the rules
You
of a
know.
locker room are different than a corporate office. They're
Mm-hmm.
completely different. You don't get to go in there and cuss your coworkers out where you can do that in a locker room. You cannot do
Yeah.
that on a job. You will get fired. If you go in there
Exactly.
MFing everybody and calling them all type of stuff, you're gonna get fired.
Hey, I've seen
Nobody's
you
gonna put up with that.
rough up a couple of people, KP. You gave them a win too. I've seen you do it with my own eyes. You didn't get
You
fired.
saw
But
you
I
saw
would
You
say
didn't
KD
get
this:
rough some
suspended.
people up.
sports teams also have rules to where you can't bring significant others in the locker room. You can't bring significant others on the plane. You can't have significant
And they
others
also have
in the
rules where you
hotel room
can.
the night before the game. Like, am
And
I
they
right?
also have rules where you can. You know why? Why you think Tim Duncan stayed in San Antonio? Because if he went to Orlando, they were not going to let his wife fly on the plane. In San
But in San
Antonio,
Antonio, he
they
can.
allowed his wife to fly on the plane, or else Tim Duncan would have been Tracy McGrady's teammate. So it just
Yeah.
depends on your organization.
Right.
Again, if Shaka's employer sends him on a business trip to Las Vegas for a conference, he cannot bring his wife. They're
Yeah.
not going to pay for her ticket. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be, and if she show up at the conference, they're gonna be looking at him crazy, like, what is she doing here?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like we said, they're both
Bringing
on
my
the
wife.
same team. I think it's a non-story because Paige said it's a non-story. Like Paige
Okay.
already shut the door on it. She said, "I'm gonna answer this one time only." So
Facts.
Now the WNBA does need a bigger media push. They're getting their media push now, but they do need some drama or something going on. I just don't think this is it. But they need more narratives. Anything they can, more personality driven stuff. They need that stuff. I just don't think this is it. I don't
Yeah,
think
and
this is
and I
my
think
move.
I hear you on that. I agree.
that'll come
I
when
actually
the
agree.
season is in. That's when it'll come when the
Yeah.
season's in.
Right.
Shoot, to be honest, when have we talked about a WNBA offseason up until now? It took, Barbie changing teams for everybody to be interested. That kind of kicked it off. This was a great
Yeah.
draft. It's been two great draft, actually really three back to back of great player coming into the league, making it more interesting. You got another one coming next year with Juju. So it's only getting better.
But
Yeah.
that's the thing. Remember how y'all were talking about the NBA lacks superstars? It's actually the
Yeah.
reverse in the WNBA. The WNBA is growing with superstars.
Yeah.
All right. It's
True.
like exploding with and Paige and AZ are pretty much the next
Yeah.
up and coming one of the
Paige is
faces of the WNBA. And so
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying, like,
But nobody cares that they kiss each other.
Exactly.
They care about what they're doing on the court playing basketball. It's already assumed that those ladies are kissing each other or whatever by people. Not saying that it's happening, but it's already assumed that the
Can't say
lady,
nobody
they
cares.
say that a lot.
Okay.
Nobody
How about
cares.
this? How about this? Is it a story of interest that Jaden Daniels is dating a WNBA player? Well, a college player, excuse me. No.
No.
Did
But
you,
if he
was it a
dating
story of
Caitlin-
interest
If he was
before he
dating
got in
Caitlin
trouble?
Clark, it would have been a story.
But hold on. Before he got in trouble, did anybody care that James Pierce was dating Rakia Jackson? No. It's a non-story. You know what I'm saying?
Now
it's a
Now,
story
wait a
because he
minute,
got in
though. Wait a
trouble
minute,
and
though.
crashed out.
Wait a minute, though. If it was Joe Burrow, it would have been a bigger story. That's my point. It would have been a bigger story.
Okay, so is Bam and Asia a big story? No.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
No, they're
yes,
not.
it is.
No,
yes, it is. They are a story. Yes, it is. They're a
nobody's
story.
talking about that.
No, that's not
Nobody's
true.
talking.
That's not true. How many times did they show her when he was scoring the 83 points? How many times?
Because it's his girlfriend.
Yeah, but it's not a story. Just because you show somebody on it doesn't mean it's a story. They show people all the time, but it doesn't mean it's a story, though. You're not. There's not whole segments. When I look at Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless and Gil's Arena and all this stuff, I watch these. I watch this stuff all the time. Yeah, and I don't see them talking about Bam Adebayo and A. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Hoop. What's her name? Shout out to Hoopies for Hotties. But she talks about it. She talks about all these couples, dog. She does. It is what it is. And I know it might be a section. I know it might be a section for like some housewives type stuff, but there is a market for that. It just is what it is.
That's like saying that Juanita and Michael was a story. It wasn't. Nobody cared.
It's
a different,
But Dennis and Carmen Electra were a story.
Yeah.
You know why it was a story?
Thank you. They were.
No, go ahead, Mike.
Yes, they were.
Well, one, because first of all, it was a long time ago. It wasn't this social media thing. Two, Dennis Rodman was wild, and then three, people a lot of times in the past didn't know if Dennis Rodman was gay, if he liked guys, or if he liked women, or if he liked both. It was a lot going on back then.
Hey man,
the biggest reason that Rodman and Electra was a story because Rodman was supposed to be with the team playing basketball, and he was in Las Vegas.
Exactly.
That's why it was a story, because he wasn't where he was supposed to be.
But
Rodman also dated Madonna too.
Let's be real. The size of the star, the superstar status back then in the 90s was way different than it is now, right?
Exactly.
These guys are expected to have cameras following them and all that. Back then, you had to be a true superstar, first of all. Like you had to earn it out the mud. You had to have the talent.
Facts.
And Carmen Electra her and Jenny McCarthy was about as big as it gets on the female side. Rodman out here, right. Rodman out here, he's an all-world center, and he's wearing wedding dresses. Powerful, my bad.
Power forward.
All-world rebounder is what I meant to say. And he's wearing wedding dresses and all this stuff,
you know.
And he's a champion. He's been with the bad boys. So that's like the 90s was the perfect time for a lot of stuff because in America, it was accepted for you to be a renegade and people could agree to disagree. And we don't live in them times no more.
Yeah. And as far as dating, I mean, these guys are dating these WNBA players like crazy right now. So it doesn't even matter. Nobody cares.
Right.
Nobody cares.
It's like
or whatever. It's just
Tom Brady and Giselle was not a story. Nobody cared. I mean,
nobody cares about that. They might
say
say
I disagree with this, guys. I disagree with this. It was a story, dog. Yes, it was.
It was a
it was a story, dog.
You know why
yes,
it was a story?
It was.
Because a dude never went home and lost his wife. That's why it was a story.
No, it wasn't.
He never went home.
No, it was a story because
it was
a bigger story
She
than
was
that,
a
man.
supermodel. She was a Victoria's Secret supermodel.
made way more
dog.
At the beginning, but after a while, nobody cared.
Dog.
It just
No.
moved life
that's
moved
the
on.
news
Show
cycle.
her that, no, that's negative, dog. No.
if there's a scandal behind it, then people are going to care a little bit more or whatever. But if it's just, I'm dating this person, I mean, like a Bam Adebayo and Asia, I mean, it is what it is. You see, you're like, yeah, they're going to have tall children or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, now,
What else is there to say?
you know what I'm saying? Now, if Bam, that's all you gonna look. Hey, their children gonna probably play basketball. But now if Bam cheats on her and Bam is like, hey, I'm with Megan Thee Stallion. I'm cheating with Megan Thee Stallion. Oh, that's gonna be big. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Like, come on now. Like Klay Thompson cheated on Megan Thee Stallion allegedly. That's
Or
what they
if
say.
you crash out and you get in trouble,
Or
then
she
it's a
cheated
story.
on him.
Right.
Yeah, or she cheats on him or whatever with with Anthony Edwards and gets pregnant or something, then that's a story.
There you go.
That's right.
Or
Okay.
again, if you crash out and get criminal charges, now it's a story.
Yeah.
Like your boy
It needs a scandal.
We gonna end it with this though, Dom, bruh. Don't ever put the Falcons name in your mouth with these crazy things you say about the draft. Okay, you didn't get above a B from anybody that rated the draft grades. I heard
And
what
what'd
you
you
said.
get? What did you get?
We got a B, and we had less
No, you
draft
didn't.
picks than
No,
you.
you didn't. No, you
Yeah, we
didn't.
did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah,
a
we
C,
did.
sir. You got a C. I don't know if you didn't look at Mel Kiper's thing. I don't know if you are you looking at somebody
Okay.
else drafting? You got a C.
That's not the only person that Dre's graphs. And
Right.
again,
It's Pro
at the
Football
same time,
Focus.
I'm looking
at
at
the
it
same
right
time,
now. C
at the
plus.
same time, the lowest grade we got was a C plus. Some gave us a B, and we had less draft picks than you.
That's right.
Okay. And
You
you
can say
doing
that,
all
but
this. You doing hold on. You doing all this parading, and your quarterback ain't played no more than a half a season. You need to slow down, son. You lost a lot of defensive talent. You relying on a lot of
How?
rookies. You got two wide
What, we lost
receivers
an
that can't.
old? What
Hold on,
defensive
hold on.
talent did we? What?
You got two wide receivers that can't stay healthy. We know that.
Yep.
You don't know
Both
that.
of them got
That's
injury
in college,
concerns.
dog. That's in college. You could say that same thing about my quarterback. Like people can't stay healthy. I know
And
you ain't talking
especially-
about people who can't stay healthy about your quarterback.
Expert. Hold on.
My
This
expert's
one time
favorite player, Michael Penix, he had the same situation. That
Do the
y'all
injuries?
picked
Do the
up on.
injuries come true? Did the injuries come true?
No, but they don't always. Did the injury come true about Drew Brees? They said he
Bruh.
was done. Nobody wanted him.
Hold on.
Nobody wanted him.
Where did you finish in the division?
Hall of Fame.
Where did you finish? Where did you finish in the division? Where did you
I don't
finish?
care about that's last year, dog.
No,
That's
you cannot do
2025,
that.
dog. I don't
You
care about
finished
that.
in last
I don't
place.
care about that. I don't care about that. What y'all weren't
You
even in the
finished in
playoffs.
last
You
place.
can't even talk nothing
We
about
beat
this,
y'all,
dog.
though.
Okay.
We beat y'all. That's all that matters.
Ooh,
We
I don't
swept
care
you.
about that.
We
Hold on.
swept
I
you.
don't
Dom.
care about that. You
Dom,
weren't even in the
hold on,
playoffs, dog. And
Were
you
you
didn't have
anywhere-
a first round of this.
Were you
Deal
anywhere
with it.
close to get?
Deal
Were you
with it.
anywhere close
You
to
don't
get to
have
the
a
playoffs?
quarterback. You don't
Were you
have a
anywhere
quarterback.
close?
You and
Okay,
I
and
both know that.
Guess what? I was one game away
We
from the
do got a
playoffs with no
quarterback. We got
quarterback.
Tua.
Who?
I was one game away from the playoffs with no quarterback. And guess what else? James Pierce Jr. is gonna come back. You're gonna see him. Your worst nightmare.
Okay. We
Trust
ain't worried
will
about that.
drop.
We ain't worried about that, dog. We ain't
You
worried
need
about
to
that.
be because he sacked your
You are
quarterback
trembling in your
multiple times.
boots because you know
We're not
that
trembling in our boots.
we stacked. We stacked.
Bro,
You know
how
that.
am I trembling in my
and in
boots
my
and you were in
offense.
last
Okay.
place?
Okay.
Dom, y'all
No,
gonna
I
be
don't care
sorry.
about
again.
that.
I'm
Tyler
sorry.
Shuck didn't even play the whole season. What are you talking about? He didn't play the whole
Exactly.
season.
Didn't I just say your guy played less than
Okay,
half of the
so
season?
if he would have played
and
the
you
whole
start saying
season,
that
maybe we
crazy
would have had a
Josh Allen
different.
stuff.
Okay, is what it is. Fine.
Shoulda,
We'll just
woulda,
have to
coulda.
see. We'll have to
Exactly.
see. And you got dog.
Shoulda,
It is
woulda,
what it
coulda.
is. Deal with it, dog. We got a quarterback, and we're surrounding him with weapons, just like we should.
For those of y'all who don't know, because they didn't even say the teams. So for those of y'all who don't know, we're talking about the Saints and the Falcons. For those of y'all who don't know football like that and, can't tell, I'm as a Saints fan, AP is a Falcons fan. So,
And
yeah,
Saints
there
had
we
a
go.
better draft than the
And
Falcons.
Dom,
Hey,
Deal
wait
with
a
it.
minute.
Dom is a homer and delusional.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how it
We'll see
usually
about that.
works.
That's how they have to play the games. We'll play the games. It's all good. We'll see. I don't know what
And
quarterback's
for
gonna be.
and
be
for
playing
those
for
of
y'all,
you,
but okay.
and for those of you who don't know, the most important part is that the Falcons swept the Saints last season. But anyways,
There you go.
go ahead, finish. Please.
And we're gonna end it with this. Expert, you remember we were watching the last Saints and Falcons game, and this guy was doing all this celebrating the one time they scored. Remember that? It's
Yeah, I
over.
remember that.
We're
That
gonna
was
beat y'all.
ridiculous.
And by the end of the game, he was completely silent. He was
Yeah.
complete.
Oh,
You would, hey,
man.
Chaka,
I
you would
remember
think the
that. I
man
remember
couldn't. You
Yeah,
would think
well.
that he couldn't speak anymore. He was completely silent.
I
Right.
was completely silent, and I went home and looked at my championship Super Bowl ring in there.
There you
my
go with that.
God.
Y'all can't look in. It
You
is
looked
what it
at
is.
the
At the end of
And
the
guess
day,
what?
the
The
replica
Bears won one
of
20 years
the
ago
end of the
too.
day,
You sound like
at
a
the end of
Cowboys
the
fan
day,
now. You
at
sound like
the
a
end of the
Cowboys
day,
fan now.
At the end of
Why
the
don't you
day,
live
it
on your
hasn't been that
current glory
long.
and not your
It hasn't
past
been
glory?
that long. It hasn't been that long.
Bro,
Y'all
it's
have
about to be
never
20
won one.
years. What?
Never.
Okay, Dom, hold on. What year did you win? What year did you win?
Never.
What year
I
did you
won
win?
in 2010. So
What year is it now? You see
it's
that?
2026.
wasn't it 09?
How
So-
many Super Bowls have y'all been in?
Hold on. It's been
Yeah,
16 years since you've been relevant. You sound like a Cowboys fan, man.
Bruh,
16 years since you've been relevant.
you guys made
You
it to
sound
the
like,
big
hey,
game.
Shaka, don't he
What
sound like
happened?
Jerry Jones right now?
What
He sound like Jerry
happened?
Jones.
Tell
Well,
me
I
what
mean,
happened.
Jerry-
Tell me what happened when you made it to the big game. Twice.
Well,
What
Dom,
happened?
well, let's just settle down. Let's tone it down, okay? The Aints went to the Super Bowl. You guys got there off of a dirty program.
Don't come here.
Dirty
Don't come here with
program.
that. Don't
That's
come here
true.
with that. We
Your
lined up
defensive
just like
coordinator was banned
just like
from the
everybody else.
sport.
Don't come here with that. Don't come
He
here
was
with that.
banned from the sport.
Don't come
Okay?
here with that.
And you guys have
That's
a
true.
Give me a
lot to
break.
make up for.
Give me a
That's true.
break. Give me a break.
He's
Give me
not
a break.
lying.
No. Oh,
Shaka,
give me a break.
Shaka come with that words of wisdom right there.
Did anybody? Did we get our rings taken away? Were the championship
what happened was
vacated?
Roger
Is there an
Goodell
asterisk?
wanted y'all to
So I don't
have
want to hear
something
that.
so bad.
I don't want to hear that.
You know,
Stop.
it's
So
like
Roger Goodell wanted us to have something so bad
yes.
when it was a clear pass interference. In 2018, it was a clear pass interference. He wanted us to have something so bad that he let that pass and let a lame duck Rams team go and play the Patriots, which we would have won in Atlanta. So you gonna tell me Roger Goodell really stop?
No, you wouldn't have.
Yes, we would have won.
Expert, do you see
y'all couldn't get past the doggone
We would have beat the Patriots. But it's okay. I got one.
Y'all see a theme with Dom? Everything is all his glory and highlights are in the past.
Yeah.
And they're all over 10 years old.
Where's your glory and highlights? Y'all will live forever off of Michael Vick. Let him go. He's not coming walking through that door. Y'all still trying to get the energy of Michael Vick when you didn't win anything except for one playoff game against the Packers. Like, give me a break.
We were the first team to win a playoff game again in Lambeau. Let's put some respect on that.
And here's the thing, Expert.
All right.
Do we even talk about the great Michael Vick on the channel? We talk about what the Falcons are currently doing.
Yeah.
And he just skipped over and completely disrespected Matt Ryan. So we just gonna leave it there.
No. Hey, Matty Ice got you to the big dance. He got you to the big dance. He got you to the Super Bowl against the Patriots. You guys were up 28-3 and blew it.
That's all you got.
Well,
let's just end it with this. Let's end it with this.
Well, I want to say this real quick before you end it. I want to tell all the viewers, if you want to, watch Dom and his guys reminisce about the old times.
We ain't reminiscing. We're talking about the future. The future.
Gridiron Gumbo. And
we
you
talk
can hear
about
them
the great 2026 draft class that we have.
About things that happened and all the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. They
best
could have
wide
happened
receiver
later
in the
and all that.
draft. We got
Gridiron Gumbo. That's what you
We
do.
got a
Go ahead,
UGA.
KP.
I mean, Shaka knows about the UGA defensive tackle that
Shaka.
we got him.
Hey, Shaka.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second, Dom. Hold on 1 second. Dom. Hey, Shaka. What did Janet Jackson say? What have you done for me lately? Exactly. We'll end it with
what
that.
have y'all done for him? What have y'all done for you lately? I want to know.
Like, share, subscribe, and comment.
Share, subscribe. We'll catch y'all next time.